My name is Kenny Griffis, and I have the honor to represent you on the Mississippi Supreme Court. As a husband and father, I know how Supreme Court decisions affect you and all Mississippians, our families, our economy, and our individual liberty. On November 3rd, you will decide who will serve as the next Supreme Court Justice for the next 8 years. This is an important decision. I ask for the privilege to continue to serve you. After 16 years on the Court of Appeals, Governor Phil Bryant appointed me to fill the vacancy by the retirement of Chief Justice Bill Waller. I take seriously the oath that I took when I accepted this position. I promise to uphold the Constitution of Mississippi and the laws and Constitution of this state. I promise to apply the law without respect to person or position. As a judge now for 18 years, I'm a proven constitutional conservative who is dedicated to fairness and the rule of law. I decide cases based on what the law is, not what I may wish it were. My record shows that I apply the law fairly and justly and do not legislate from the bench. As the presidential election approaches, there will be a lot of discussion about the United States Supreme Court. The judges that our president appoints to the United States Supreme Court have a significant impact on your daily life, but the judges that serve the Mississippi Supreme Court are just as important. While federal judges are appointed by the president, you have the ability to select your Mississippi Supreme Court justices at the ballot box this November. I ask that you examine my record. I hope you will agree with Governor Bryant and select a judge with a steady hand, a proven and consistent record, impeccable legal credentials, and unquestioned character and integrity. My wife, Mary Helen, and I have lived in Ridgeland for 23 years, where we've raised our 5 boys, Sean, TK, Robert, Edwin, and Parker. Mary Helen and I have been fully committed to our community. I have served as a youth Sunday school leader, a Cub Scout leader, and coached over 80 youth sports teams with over 1,000 kids. From a young age, my parents taught me to serve others. I was born and grew up in Meridian. My mom and dad ran the Masonic Home for boys and girls. My mom was a school nurse for the Meridian Public School System. Both instilled in us the passion to serve the less fortunate and the vulnerable. After I graduated from Meridian High School, I attended Meridian Community College, Mississippi State, and I obtained an accounting degree from Ole Miss. I became a CPA, and I obtained a law degree and practiced law in the Central District. As a lawyer, I've demonstrated my commitment to Mississippi and all of our citizens. I've represented thousands of Mississippians in all types of cases. I've helped Mississippians start businesses, buy and sell property, and struggle through the divorce or loss of a loved one. I've represented both plaintiffs and defendants in important trials throughout the state of Mississippi. I've tried lawsuits in federal and state courts on behalf of Mississippians and Mississippi businesses. I volunteered a great deal of my time to help those who could not pay, and I had a mission to provide justice for all. 18 years ago, I asked you give me a chance to serve on the Court of Appeals. Twice I was reelected. I served on the Court of Appeals for more than 16 years and ended my tenure as the leader of the court, its chief judge, appointed by Chief Justice Waller. I'm now in my 2nd year on the Supreme Court. I have shown that I am a proven and worthy Supreme Court justice. I've decided more than 10,000 cases and written approximately 1,000 majority opinion, which means I've decided more appeals than any other judge. My 18 years of experience ranks me as the 2nd most experienced appellate judge in Mississippi. I've worked hard to make sure that Mississippi law is clear, understandable, predictable, and most importantly, consistently applied. Because of my experience, I am the only person that both law schools ask to teach their law students, and it says a lot about their confidence in me. I've been a leader of the Mississippi Bar as chair of the litigation and bench bar committees. I've served on Supreme Court committees on civil rules advisory, judicial education, legal profession, technology, and I recently chaired the Judicial Elections Committee. I've been instrumental in updating our rules of civil procedure and evidence. I will continue to make efforts to make sure that our ethics and judicial rules are the best in the nation. I believe that justice is the result of fair and proper administration of the law. It requires 3 things I'm committed to. First, justice requires integrity in our courts. I'm committed to our Constitution and the God-given rights declared in the Bill of Rights. I'm committed to decide cases based on what the law is, not what I may think it ought to be or who I would like to win. I'm committed to equal justice for all, regardless of race or financial ability. I'm committed to integrity, honor, dignity, and respect on our courts. Second, justice requires accountability. I will follow my oath and hold every person accountable under the law. I will demand lawyers and judges are accountable to you and follow the highest standards of ethics and conduct. Most importantly, I will be accountable to you. Third, justice requires accessibility. I believe all Mississippians should have access to our courts. I believe our courts should be transparent and open to the public. I am committed to monitor our judges and court dockets and apply resources where necessary. I'm committed to allow cameras in our courtrooms and live stream court proceedings so that you know what's happening in your community. Our courts must use the best and most effective technology. I'm committed to reduce the heavy burden of rules and regulations on lawyers, which are a major reason why lawyers are so expensive and why so many cannot afford a lawyer. I will continue to work tirelessly to protect your rights and assure fair and proper results. I ask for the opportunity to continue to serve you. For more information, please visit our website, kennygriffis.com. On November 3rd, please vote Kenny Griffis for Mississippi Supreme Court. May God bless you, God bless the state of Mississippi and the United States of America. Thank you very much.